What's going on, everybody? This is Mason. You are tuning into the YouTube channel Wasatch Pop. Guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day, fantastic week. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Guys, today we're going to be talking about even more newly leaked Funko Pops that will be coming soon. And now I did a video about this about a month or so ago, maybe like 2 months ago, of about a bunch of new Pops that are coming out that have leaked. And some of them have actually come out recently within the past like month or so. So it's interesting to see, you know, when these Pops do come out, when they come into fruition. But I'm very excited to talk about these with you guys. And hopefully there's some on here that you are excited about as well. So guys, without any further ado, let's get started. So these various lists are coming from various Instagram accounts, and I've mentioned them on the channel before. And if you guys are on Instagram and are into Funko, you definitely follow these guys. So from Diz.Pops, Surlent Pops, and as well a Nerdy Dad. And so they're always finding really cool information about new Pops that are coming out or any information in general. So we're gonna start out with a list that was actually from a Nerdy Dad that has some really cool Pops on it. And I'm just gonna point out anything that I feel is cool. And if I know anything about it, which sometimes that's not the case, but I'll try and learn for you guys. So the first that's on this list is some Blizzard 30th Pops. So 30th anniversary for Blizzard, the company. They're a video game company. They make like StarCraft and Overwatch. So they have a couple of different characters on here. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna slaughter these, but they have Illidan, Sylvanas, Spectral, Murloc, and Mercy. I do recognize Mercy on there as a Overwatch character. Not sure about all the other ones. Those might be StarCraft. I'm not 100% sure. Looks like they have some Disney ones on here. So they have Lilo and Stitch. And it's Santa Stitch with Grump, and I believe, is Grump like the plush toy that like Lilo carries around? I think it is. So they have a Santa version of Stitch coming out, and they also have Pop Cinderella, Cinderella with pink dress glitter. So for all you Disney fans, they have a couple of leaked ones on this list. So, and I think they'll probably look pretty cool. They have Pop DC Batman, which is Blacklight Batman, which is pretty exciting because they had the Blacklight Marvel Pops that went over very big at Target. A lot of people really liked them, and they sold out really quick. So I imagine that, you know, Blacklight Batman, I wonder if that'll come with a couple of different characters along with it, like Robin, obviously, or maybe like Aquaman or Wonder Woman or something. Who knows, but that's pretty cool to see. Pop Rocks, they have Ghost, which is Papa Emeritus. I want to say that's the 5th, I believe, IV, Roman numerals, the 5th. And those have been pretty popular as well. They've had a couple of different Ghost Pops that have been exclusive to Hot Topic. So that'll be cool to see this one, you know, come into Pop form. This one I'm kind of excited about. This is Pop Ad Icons. This is Slush Puppy. And this is kind of like an Icy in a way, you know, with the Icy Polar Bear, that mascot. But this one, obviously, it's a dog Slush Puppy. And I remember getting these like when I went to a local arcade of mine. They'd always have them behind the counter. So Slush Puppy, that's a cool ad icon. Very excited about that. A couple more Pop Rocks. They have Deadma 5 or Dead Mouse, however you want to say it. And they also have 8 Mile Rabbit. I wonder if that has anything to do with Eminem. I don't know what 8 Mile Rabbit is. Obviously, I know who Deadma 5 or Dead Mouse, however you want to say it, is. So that's pretty cool. We have a couple of Evel Knievel Pops. One that's just regular and one with his cape, which is the Chase. I think this will be really cool as a Pop. Evel Knievel, obviously, one of the greatest stuntmen of all time. If you know anything about him, go read on Wikipedia. Go read about him. He's a pretty cool dude. A bunch of Fortnite ones on here. So this is probably like season 4 by now, or 5 or something, as far as like rounds of Pops. So they have like Midas. I don't even want to try and say some of these, but I'll have the list so you can see it. Eternal Voyager. So there's a couple for you. Not really into Fortnite myself, but some people very excited about that. They have a couple of new Friends Pops from what I can tell on this list. Monica as Catwoman and Ross as Sputnik. So those should be pretty popular. Friends Pops are always, you know, very sought after. So there you go. Let's see, they have some new anime Pops from an anime called Fruits Basket. And I kind of looked this up. I don't really know much about the anime. Obviously, I know it's an anime show, but it looks like they have 4 different Pops coming from that. So for all you anime fans, get excited about that. This one's from the movie Groundhog Day. They have Phil. So I believe, did they already come out with the Groundhog Day Bill Murray? Maybe they haven't. But this is Puxatawny Phil. Obviously, he's the groundhog. So that should be cool to see him in a Pop. This one, it doesn't really have a category, but it just says Pop Grumpy Cat. And we all know, you know, Grumpy Cat, rest in peace, died, you know, not super long ago, maybe over a year ago. But that'll be cool to see him get his own pop. And maybe that'll start like a trend of like online, maybe kind of YouTube related pops. That would be interesting to see. We have a couple more pop rocks on this list. We have Louis Capaldi, and then we have Logic with Baby Boy Icon. So both of those guys, obviously really popular artists. Logic, you know, he's been around for a little bit, and Louis Capaldi, he's a little bit newer, but those will be really cool to see as Pop Rocks Pops. Right here we have a bunch of new HeMan Pops, which these will be really cool too. So they have like a 10-inch HeMan. They came out with a Skeletor not too long ago, so that'll be cool to see the 10-inch HeMan along with that. Let's see what else. They have She-Ra. They also have Skeletor on Panther. Skeletor with Terror Claws. Does it say Grizzlor, Cobra Khan, and King Randor? I don't know, they have a lot of characters in that show, so it's cool to see that they are making more of those. So all you My Hero, or not My Hero, Masters of the Universe fans out there, get excited. There's some cool pops on there. My Hero Academia pop on here, and this is Present Mike. I know, obviously, a lot of people love My Hero Academia, so this should be very popular as well. A bunch of pop NASCAR, and I think they've already come out with some NASCAR ones, but they have more on the way. So a couple of people, so Jeff Gordon, Mario Andretti, Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Jr. So all you NASCAR fans out there, that should be really cool. A couple of pop albums, which they haven't even released those yet, but they did announce those at like Toy Fair, I believe. They have Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, classic album, that's cool. Iron Maiden, The Trooper, and then they also have My Chemical Romance, Black Parade. So some pretty classic, you know, rock related albums, and I think those should look really cool. I'm excited to see what those end up looking like when they're released. Holy cow, guys, this one I am very excited about. You guys know that I love The Simpsons. Oh, this is gonna be really cool. They have so many new Simpsons Pops coming out, and they're not Treehouse of Horror related, which I'm kind of glad about. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Treehouse of Horror, but I like it when they stick to the original characters. Right here they have a 6-inch Lard Lad. That should be really cool. They have a Pop Deluxe of Homer watching TV. I'm definitely gonna get that. And I mean, let's be honest, I'm definitely gonna get all of these that are on this list. They have Chief Wiggum, Mafia Barney, Duffman, Itchy and Scratchy, and USA Homer. Guys, that's what I've been looking for. New characters from the show, because you guys know The Simpsons has iconic characters. They have so many that they can make pops, and so I'm glad that they're sticking to some of the original people, you know, like Chief Wiggum, Barney, Duffman, Itchy and Scratchy. Like, those will look really cool. I'm very excited about those. We have a couple of pop Star Wars. Looks like we've got Yoda with heart, Cupid Chewbacca, Vader with heart, and Stormtrooper with heart. So I'm wondering if this goes along with the Valentine's pops or whatever that they announced to Star Wars. So those should be pretty cool. I don't know really much about what they'll look like, but they've done, you know, some other themed pops, you know, to like Christmas and stuff and Halloween. So that should go along with these ones pretty well. Let's see, they have Pop Rock Steve Aoki with Cake, which I think, didn't that release for San Diego Comic-Con already with Toy Tokyo? I don't know, maybe, I wonder if this is a different one or if they released it early. But yeah, that's on this list, Steve Aoki with Cake. Next up, they have Pop Tasty Peach. And I found out that Tasty Peach is actually a line of plushies that I'm not sure where they're based out of, but they're different like plush characters or whatever. So there's like Udon Kitten, Namwal, Zombie Alpaca, Grumpy Sheep. So they're all different like plushes or whatever, and they're turning them into pops. So that'll be pretty cool. I got a couple of new pop tennis players. So they have, I'm not even gonna try. I'll put up right here. Two that I definitely notice on here, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Those are ones that I know how to say. So those should be pretty cool, not gonna lie. Tennis, pretty awesome sport. Cool to see that those are getting pops. And then they have Pop Rocks TLC, and all of these looks like they're gonna have chase variants to them. So they have Chili, T-Bows, and Left Eye. So there you go. Some pretty exciting pops on that list. I've got a couple more that I'm gonna highlight on here. Let's see, there's a couple of pop albums that are on this list. They have Black Sabbath, Lil Wayne, so those should be pretty cool. It looks like it's the Carter 3 for Lil Wayne. Obviously, that's a very iconic album. Ooh, we have Inspector Gadget, pop animation. So we have a couple of different variations of him. There's one with a chase of him flying, and there's also Penny from Inspector Gadget. So that should be pretty cool. I watched a little bit of that cartoon when I was a kid. So those should be fun to see as Pops. They got a bunch of Fantasia 80th anniversary. That's crazy that the movie Fantasia is 80 years old. That's nuts. But they haven't done any like really Fantasia Pops that I'm aware of. But there's some new ones coming out. Baby Pegasus. There's a Hippo, Sorcerer Mickey. They have Chernabog, which was pretty cool. A couple of Artist Series ones as well. So guys, be on the lookout for those. That is really cool. A couple of new Sonic Pops that are on here. Running Sonic, Silver the Hedgehog. So that should be fun. Pop icons, we have Dancing Richard Simmons and Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons, obviously, you know, he does like the workouts from home or whatever. Very, you know, iconic man. I think he's still alive. I don't know. I don't really know much about Richard Simmons other than the fact, you know, he does those like workouts from home or whatever. So those should be pretty cool to see as Pops. They have a bunch of Pops from the movie Dumb and Dumber, which they kind of did a couple of while ago with like the Freddy Funko dressed up as the different Dumb and Dumber characters like Harry and Lloyd, but they're actually making Pops for the movie. And if you guys want to see, the list will be right up here, but obviously they have Harry and Lloyd up there, a couple of different Chase variants as well. So that'll be cool to see, you know, kind of the creativity behind that line. They have some Blade Runner Pops. So this, I'm assuming, is from like the original Blade Runner movie, because they came out with some for the newer Blade Runner movie a while back. So those should be pretty cool. Iconic movie, obviously, with Harrison Ford. And it'll be fun to see what those Pops end up looking like. Looks like they have a second wave of Clone Wars Pops. So people, that's very exciting because Clone Wars, I think it's on its last season on Disney Plus. So that should be really cool to see. They have Ahsoka, Darth Maul's captain, Wrecker. So for those of you that are, you know, excited about Clone Wars, love Star Wars, they've got more Pops coming. So very exciting. Kind of rounded out, they have Transformers. They haven't made Transformers Pops in a long time. I think the last time that they made them was when the last movie came out, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be cool to see these. They got Bumblebee on here, Jazz, Megatron, Optimus Prime, Soundwave. And yeah, so those should be really cool. Excited to kind of see what those turn out to be. And then the last one that's on this that I'm going to share with you guys is Pop Retro Toys. So, and this is going to include some Hasbro toys. So we have Mrs. Potato Head, and I think I mentioned Mr. Potato Head as well. That's really cool. My Pet Monster and Tiger Furby. Guys, they're gonna make a Furby Funko Pop. I know that they announced as well, like Stretch Armstrong and a couple other classic toys, maybe with Mattel, but with Hasbro, that's really exciting to see that they're making kind of that merge, you know, with Hasbro, a different toy company that they're allowing them to make Pops for. And I'm very excited to see what those turn out to be. And guys, that does it for this list. That was a very long video. Lots of Pops to cover, but hopefully there's something in there that you're excited about. I'm definitely very excited about the Simpsons Pops, obviously, because I'm a huge Simpsons fan. And a couple other ones, Transformers might be cool, and as well Fantasia. I think those will be very interesting to see how those turn out. But let me know in the comment section below, you know, what Pops you're excited about that I mentioned in this video. And if you enjoyed this video as well, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And as well, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos similar to this one. Guys, wow, this was a long video. Thank you so much if you made it to the end. That's awesome. You deserve a virtual cookie. Here you go. Here's your virtual cookie. But like always, guys, remember to be kind to one another and always promote positivity. And I'll see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.